Here we go. We're backlogged with videos. We have lots of over here at Jerry's Auto. We have lots of videos to go on. Uploads. New fender to put on. We're going to do a full paint job on this truck. 4x4. So Chevy Silverado, single cab. We'll be putting a box liner in too, and I believe that we're going to do this line here right around. You know, as it gets bounced off. There's a topper for this truck too that will be getting color matched as well. But roof is looking pretty good, so at least when we stand on the back when we're painting this one, we won't have to reach so far in. Always got to worry about our bellies touching the paint. But yeah, roll up window truck. I feel like it needs a couple of shims there. Got the hole in the floor right here. Let's see, you can see where I'm getting at. We'll put the work into it. The rockers are there, a little bit rough here and there, but yeah, no, this is definitely a good truck, and be good to redo it before and get all the stuff that we're putting fillers in ready for it. So here's our Buckshot kit over here. We'll be doing our box liner. Alright, so it's been a long evening, so here's the skinny on this. So far we have our mirrors off, our little trim there. Where we're the work truck, we're pretty basic, so that's marvelous news. Went ahead and took our hood off because we had to take our hinge off in our fender. This one is the 4.3 liter, but luckily we know where the nuts and bolts are because it's a Chevy, and we work on a lot of Chevys over here. Yeah, we work on a lot of Chevys here at Dodge's, Jerry's Auto. But yeah, there's the truck. She's got a few scabs down there along the bottom of the door. I'll have to pull that off, clean up that fender. The other fender, that's where it started to rot at. And I thought we had a new fender, but we don't. We have a new to us fender, a used fender, so take a look at that in a second. Down here, we'll put a little cut in there or something. We'll get it pulled out, and we'll do something with this. Maybe pull it out, maybe hit it a little bit with the hammer. Shape it back up. The box is in real nice shape. The cab is in real nice shape. This truck is in really nice shape for something that's around here. But yeah, we're going to do our box liner in. Just going to get that back window taped up, and so we got some tape back there. A little taping. Then looking at the bumper, that side's not so bad. These come in two pieces, so everybody knows. This side's hanging off of it though. So I might do something with that. Take the bumper off anyways because we have rust down there. She's getting the full paint job. I think it's called slate gray, metallic slate gray, but here's our hood, so we'll paint that separate. Here's the fender that came off of the truck. Here's our big hole here. I didn't open this box, this container and this box and everything until after we took the fender off. Because can anybody guess what we would have did had we have known it was an older fender? Because this one is not in, well, looks like the fender that used to be on my father's truck before he got it replaced, actually. But none of that matters. We'll fix that one up, I guess, or this one up. We'll fix one of the two of them up. Here's the inside of our box. Got quite a few of our rust spots out so far. Then I will go ahead with our rust eater, which is right here. This stuff here, the rust converter ultra. See, fixes up the shovel and everything. Anyways, I always put a little bit of that on. I use old paintbrush there. We'll have to get around there, of course, and everything, but we're gonna do the box liner, the Buckshot inside, and then we'll be able to tape back in to there, taper off, and it'll be good. We'll have to do our patch in the floor here. I'll have to pick up my plastic. What did I find? Oh, here's the most concerning part, I guess. The other fender, it's rough, right? There's a hole right about here in the other fender, so this one I guess is going the same. All right, project so far. These big old dents that were in there. So what I did was heated them up, cut them up, and now we're going to form them back with some fiberglass. Banged out the dent quite a bit. Here's the new twist fender, but it's looking pretty good. That one little ding there. We got our rust eater on the bottom of it, which we'll have to do with the rest of the rocker there, but we are getting somewhere. Let's throw the bolts back in it, that fender back on. I think I'm gonna put the lights back in, because these lights, when you pull them out, by the way, it's 10 mil, 10 mil, and then over on here, they hook on there, right? So what you do is you slide them out this way. Don't try to pull it straight out, because you see the way that this goes down. That's something I ran into with my dad's truck. I changed the light in it one day. It wasn't very fun. Anyway, so tech tip of the day, you pull it this way in the direction of the truck. Bumper's going to have to get cleaned up. Over here though, we have our rust eater in effect. This fender, it didn't blow apart on us, so that's good. So we'll clean it up a couple more times. In the door, it's pretty rough so far, but we'll clean it up. This is the salt side. The driver's side is the salt side. Yeah, but look at them spanky new struts in there. They look pretty. But yeah, we are getting through it. So we're fitting our floor pan, which is wonderful. Not really, you can tell when I say it's wonderful, but anyways, yeah, so fitting it in. This is our hole here, and that is for our shift linkage. Gave it a go to take it off the transmission. Yeah, it's not coming off there, so went ahead and came up here and came in the steering column and got it. No fun is what it is, but hey, we're just doing a quick patch on the floor pan, take half the truck apart. But here we are. Here it's our seam. This one's for one of these trucks too, not something we're just making up here. What we got there, it says it right on it. Yeah, 7 to 13 Silverado front floor pan. Okay, so what I did notice, I think that we need more gas pedal than that, so she's going to need an adjustment up there. It's fitting pretty good in here in this corner so far. It's fitting pretty good here. That's where the cover for the shifter goes on, and we're fitting pretty good here. So what do you think? Cut out the floor or something and then weld it in, because I'm gonna my hand in here, yeah, there's an inch or so there that it has to go. Maybe it can come ahead some too, but it's lined right up at the hole. It's lined right up here. So, but I did notice this is not made in Detroit, this floor pan. It's made elsewhere, probably somewhere where there's no Chevy truck. But anyways, okay, so we're fitting the pan. That's okay, we're fitting the pan. Dark in here, of course, but yeah, this black rubber, what is it? I don't know, sound deadener or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty crispy, so we're just gonna flange scrape that off. Oh, flange scraper, been with me for many years. But yeah, the holes are showing up, so I want to get the whole pan in here. But we're just fitting it and all that, so make sure it fits in nice. Okay, so just had the pan in. We have it fitting real nice, but this hole here, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out a little bit of it, but basically going to leave the rest of that over there. Clean it up some more, then we'll put the pan in. We'll weld it back on here, over on that side, some here. It should be good to go, but I want to clean it up with maybe the wire wheel first. Throw some rock guard on her, right? Yeah, cut out some of that ugly looking stuff that's just gonna hang down. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. And the pan will be in there complete new. This part will be over some of that old stuff, but this part will be exposed to the ground. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I do love it now. I feel like we're fitting real nice down in the front here. Our gas pedal going all the way down to the floor like it's supposed to. Important, you know. Right here's lining up nice, but for some reason, now that we're down in the front, we're up in the back. So, a little more adjustments yet. See, but we're getting it. All right, for this hole here, pretty good hole there. This piece of steel will get cut and we'll get it fitted in. We'll give her a little weld and a little bit of maybe a little glass, I don't know. But anyways, that's what we got there. Fill in that hole. Now we're just gonna put in the patch. Cleaned up the floor, oil and some rock guard there so that it doesn't continue rotting. We cut out the rotten disc part. So, and we'll put this floor pan right over it. So it should work out nice. Yeah, so I got to thinking, what are you doing? That's what I was thinking. Putting this in there for some reason, why that was on my mind. So floor pan's back out for the 177th time. But yeah, I figured that we're gonna patch it. We may as well patch it properly. We've got a nice thick piece of steel here we'll clean up, get it in here, and that'll take care of our hole there. Give us lots of strength and put our floor pan back in and weld it in. We had to take a trim off of the floor pan too here. Put a little grease there, but yeah, we took this much off of there. This is good times. Oh, we're all welded in. Our floor pan is in. We're putting our floor back together. Our shift cable is in. We'll fix up the grommet right in here. We're back onto our shifter. So it comes up and around. You have to drop it some. You have to drop the column some to get the shifter out, or you'll rip the shifter off, like the linkage at the end. We didn't do that. Ask me how I know, because I did it one other time in a different truck. They're all the same though. Anyways, that's all hooked back up. Floor's back in, looking good. We'll get all this stuff back together and our seat back in. I just left the seat belt hooked up here. That's why the seat has been there. Of course, we'll have to plug it back in. Yeah. That's okay. We're feeling a little bit better about this. Our seat's back in, the dash is back together, shift cable's back in. Didn't put down the kick panel yet because we're going to be into here anyways. And get a little paint on there, on the bottom of that door. Bottom of the door is pretty rough. I mean, it's rough on the outside, so why wouldn't it be on the inside? So we'll have to get that sanded up and cleaned all up. Rockers we'll have to get all cleaned up too. Primer on them, looking pretty rough. A little bit of rust over there. But yes, get the floor pan in. Very nice. Let's give her a kick. Let's give her the, look at that, we gave her the stomp. Okay, so anybody like that with their chips? But yeah, we got the hood sanded up here. So far so good. This fender here, we dropped the curtain. Pretty dark over here right now, but throw the work lights on. Yeah, I was going to take them off. I don't know where my brain was at yesterday, but today I'm going to just peel them off and put new ones on. What's wrong with me? Sometimes, right? Tired, I guess. But yeah, today we're going to jump onto our corded orbital sander over here. I think we'll run around this stuff with probably 120. Right? I like to fix up in here too. It's getting later in the evening, but it's not that late yet. So we're getting cleaned up around here. Like I promised and mentioned 1,000 times. We're going to get some rust eater in there and fix it up. We're working on the other side here. Everything pretty well sanded out. Getting close to box liner like we were talking about, and yeah, getting close to the Buckshot box liner in there, and we're getting close to sanded out here and kind of rusted around here, right? We do have the fender flares to put on it, so that's great news because it's pitted. That might show up in the showing, but anyways, we'll still of course clean it up more. But we're cleaning up inside here, believe it or not. Well, there's the inside, so we are. Yeah, we got a little bit of another rust primer I got. Put it on. We're going to sand a little more down there. A couple of spots. Went ahead and went around the lip with her, and so double rust protection. And then we're going to buckshot in there with the box liner stuff on the bottom. Sort of taping off the other side. Hopefully it doesn't look like a banana. No. Pretty straight there, that line. 5 inches, I guess, is what we chose. You know, an average amount. So here we are. Well, next day, see what our paint looks like. Looking pretty good. Yeah, see, fresh dust falling down on her. Not stuck in it or anything though. I mean, seem to be nice and shiny. Dust in it. It is what it is though. It's a work truck. This is looking pretty good. It's pretty dark. Maybe it's just because it's in here. Do the walkthrough. Looks pretty good, I think, for a work truck. Right now I want to go out and set up the topper. Get the topper going here. Well, here we are. We got a oil drum, garbage can, and a little workbench. How can we go wrong? So I'm gonna give her the sand out, sand her up, and tape all them windows. Then maybe I'll put it right back down and sand some more of that there top there. Give her the good one, but get these windows taped up first. Sand her out. And yeah. Yep, we're sanded up along the sides here with our 320. Nice and smooth. See, we're gonna want to get rid of the ridges from the clear coat, right? We might be able to, if we can sand it down enough, then I'm hoping that the paint will, you know, 2 coats and the paint will cover. But we're going to sand more. I'm going to take her down and we're going to, this is all hand sanded so far. So I'm going to take it down and we're going to go with some 600. Okay, we'll check her all out here. We'll check her. The light. We're looking pretty flat. I can see a line there. Anyways, I think she looks pretty good. Pretty covered. Not seeing any runs. Nothing like that. We're covered all the way around. I don't think we have to fire up another coat. I don't think. Need to see what it looks like onto the truck. Here we are. There's the box liner. Looking pretty good. Truck's looking pretty good. There's contrast. So there we go. That's our box liner. It's got it unmasked there. Opened up. Let's go to the corner. You can have a little contrast. Does not look good. Those 2 colors. The black and the stealth gray. So let's get the truck out here. I'm gonna have to get our bush guards on. So here's our WT work truck outside. We're looking pretty good. It's all even colored. There is no runs in it. Our fender flares did not fit. They said that they're for this truck. They're not for this truck. Our topper's on there, and it looks like we got next to perfect color match. So we're looking good. There we go. I'd say that the eBay stickers on there mean that they were already sent back once and didn't fit, but here we go. We're looking good here. All that.